Sarah, and after spending all night watching Amazing Phil and Dan Is Not on Fire, Troye Sivan, Joe Sugg, Tyler Oakley, I have decided that if they can make a video every week, sometimes more than once a week, I should at least be able to do what I promised and put them out for you frequently. As I said in my previous video, if you remember that from a month ago, I'm going to be talking about the things that you should make sure you bring with you when you go to Japan. This is stuff that I researched. This is not something that I know about 100% yet, but this is the things that I have read about and I'm told that I have to make sure I bring. So the first thing will be deodorant. In America, we are used to this roll-on stuff, and in Japan, they don't have this. They have either a spray, a powder, or a wipe. All three choices sound awful to me, so I'm going to make sure I bring a year's supply of this. It's probably going to be the spray, but probably not this scent. I don't really like this scent. But I will take a year's supply of this, so probably 4 or 5 tubes. Next is toothpaste, and along with the deodorant, it's just a quality thing. I only saw one source about this, but one source is plenty for me. I do not want to be stuck out there with awful toothpaste. I'm probably going to take Colgate or Crest. From my research, I found that they do have Aquafresh out there. So if you like Aquafresh, that should be fine for you. But I'm not a big Aquafresh person. So I think I'm just going to take what I like and make sure that I'm comfortable while I'm out there. The next thing is something that my company actually told me to bring, and it would be a bicycle helmet. This one is not the one that I plan on taking with me because I pulled it out of my garage, and it's really kind of gritty and gross, and it feels kind of flimsy since it's probably like 18 years old since we don't get rid of things. But put that down. They told me that the helmets there aren't the same quality as the ones here, and they don't really make that level of standard. So if I wanted to feel safe, they suggested that I bring a helmet, and I promised my mother I would. So one of those is going to be in my suitcase, taking up so much room, but I will have a helmet with me. The next thing is another thing my company told me, and this one is actually required. They wanted me to bring slippers. I got these little Isotoner classics. You know, the stuff that you see your grandmother wear. Pretty sure both of my grandmothers have worn these. I got the Simple Silk black pair. They did not care about these little laces. What they really, really wanted to make sure was that the sole was a light color so that it did not scuff or leave marks on the floor, since the floor out there in some buildings is a tatami mat, and so it's kind of like a bamboo that is really soft and easily marked. And they wanted to make sure it had a light sole, but they also suggested Isotoner because not only do they have that light sole in most of their things, they have this cushion to them, and since I'm going to be on my feet all day, they wanted to make sure that I'm not uncomfortable. So I found these on, actually these were really hard to find. I tried Target, I tried Kohl's, I tried TJ Maxx, Ross, everything I could think of, and I could not find the simple pair of black with the light color. But I found these on Amazon for $10, and they sell normally for $24. So if you are going to get them on Amazon. Let's see. The next thing is really just a suggestion from my friend Heather. She has been out in Okinawa for 6 or 7 months now. Don't know which because I'm an awful friend. But she told me to make sure I bring a phone. This is what I use here in the States. It's my iPhone 4, the original one. Beautiful condition. And it does not have Siri. I'm not that fancy. But it has all my music and all my pictures and all the stuff that I do not plan on leaving home without. But I don't need all that power and juice out there, so I'm going to be taking this little tiny thing that I had back when I was in high school, and it still works. There's nothing wrong with it. It flips both ways, so it makes texting easier if anybody remembers stuff like that. But they can pop a SIM card in it, from what Heather told me. They'll pop a new SIM card in it and just sign me up for a plan. So rather than having to pay a couple $100s for a phone, I really just have to pay for the plan, which is amazing, and I wish that I had thought of that myself. But I'm making sure I take that. Finally, and the most importantly, out of everything I've said to you, is something called an omiyage, and this is a gift that you give to a new company whenever you come into them. Which sounds really wrong. But whenever you go into a new company, my brother is leaving. We will wait until he stops making noise with the car. He's so slow. Look at him go. He's leaving. I don't know where he's going, but he's leaving. So loud. Okay, but an omeyage. So, what I plan on taking to this new company would either be a book or sweets. I'm leaning towards sweets, but if I do take a book, it's going to be something like this. This is just something I pulled off my shelf, and I love it, and I know it's really, really dark, but the Brothers Grimm fairy tales have a huge impact on our culture's past and present stories. I'm either going to take that, or I'm going to take Edgar Allan Poe, or maybe even Silverstein, which is, if I get a book, will probably be Silverstein, since I absolutely love the poems. But bringing an omeyage is not required because I'm from America, but it is something in tradition that they do, and it will literally make them like you more, from what I have read. And that if you don't bring it, it's sometimes considered rude. They will say, hey, she's American, she didn't know, but in the back of their mind, it's rude. So make sure that if you go to a new company, or if you go to Japan, you bring an omeyage just to give to either the family you're staying with, the person who's taking care of you, the company you're working for, just to put that bridge out there. But other than that, these are just the things that I have found that should absolutely be brought with me. And other than that, that's all I've got. I will talk to you later. I'm going to be leaving in November. Should probably throw that out there. I will be in Japan November 15th. So from then on, you will have videos from Japan. So other than seeing the back of my house, you will get to see that. So I will talk to you later, guys. Bye!